Hello everyone, Tammy here. Welcome to my channel. Today is Tarot Tuesday and we're moving on to the next chapter in Tarot for Yourself by Mary K. Greer. And this chapter, chapter 2, is called the Tarot Journal. So I've just highlighted a few little spaces or passages or whatever you want to call them, and just let me read them right now. So basically, and I think we all know this, but it is almost essential that you keep a record of your drawings of your cards. So and I have to be honest and say that I'm not always good about doing that. And I have not been consistent enough in pulling of my cards, um, daily, weekly, monthly to see a pattern. But kind of the whole point of keeping a journal is to notice any patterns in the cards. And I can tell you, I wish I would have been more, been better about that years ago, because there are a lot of things that I'm curious about. But all I can do is move forward from here and do that. So some things that she says are write down all of your readings and date them with notes on the significance of the cards to you at the time. So say I'm just going to warm up like I might do sometimes and just pull one card. What's the energy for today? Okay, that's great. That's just going to be the energy for today, and I write it down. I might say a few words about it, and then a week or two goes by and something happens, and I go back and I'm like, oh, I see what that was saying. So they don't have to be huge Celtic cross or, even just a 3-card spread like we're going to do today. Any card pulled is significant. So that's the way I would look at it. And then she talks about going back to look at these readings. Look back after a week. Can you see, maybe they identify the person more clearly who was maybe being addressed in that card or drawing. And then she says that when she goes back over an old reading, she uses different colored pens, writing new comments next to the old comments, and then she dates the new comments. And then she comes back 6 months or a year later and then adds a third series of notes in a third color of ink, which is very interesting. I've never done anything like that, but never say never, right? Also, some things that you want to note when you're doing your daily drawings and noting them in your journal are particular themes that keep reappearing. So ask yourself, what aspects of your life never seem to appear in your readings? Why not? And then she goes on to say that it's not necessary to reflect in depth on every tarot layout you do for yourself over the next several years, but set aside particular readings to represent milestones and turning points in your life, such as the commencement of anything new, a new job, new home, new relationship, your birthday, also the ending of anything, or readings from the new and the full moons. So that's interesting. So she's kind of giving you permission there to, I don't know if she's really doing that, but I think those ones would be extra significant. So you'd really want to highlight those. So then she talks about the just normal 3-card spread. And this is the first spread that we're going to learn and practice. And it's very useful in starting to keep a tarot journal. It's she says the 3-card spread is a powerful tool for feeding back information about your own process of making decisions and dealing with situations. You will also learn to perceive in which directions you are being urged by the 3 levels of self: your body, your mind, and your spirit. Every question can be examined from 3 aspects. Every action, for example, usually involves 3 choices: your current position, a new possibility, or an opposite action, and the integration of these 2 in a new way. Problem solving can be approached from your experience in the past. How do you feel in the present and expectations of the future? And involved in every choice are your body with its urges and habits, your mind with its thoughts and reasoning, and your spirit with its ideals and goals. The 3 cards of the spread may then be read as 3 choices, 3 aspects of time, and or 3 levels of self. The number 3 is also the basis of creativity. Creativity has been defined as combining at least 2 things in a new way, forming a third. This is exemplified in Tarot card 3, the Empress, who is carrying in her womb the new child of her body, So then, preparing to read the 3-card spread, use your 3-card spread as a tarot journal. Set aside a particular time and place for each day's reading. It helps to do the spread as part of your daily meditation or centering practice, assuring a calm state of mind. When I do my readings, I like to do it as close to when I got up as possible. So that's just me, and everybody's different. You might like to do it at the end of the day. Yeah. So then she goes on and she has a whole section about the shuffle and choosing the cards, and she does it completely different than I do it. And I'm going to stick what I know works for me and what is tried and true. And I have tried this way that she talks about in here. I have tried it and it just does not work for me. So if you have the book, make sure you read the choosing the cards section for a way that might work for you. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and shuffle the cards, even though I just reorganized them, but that's okay. Then we know it's all nice and cleansed. So you can ask whatever is going on and whatever's on your mind. I am just going to ask about the energy of the day, like things to look out for, body, mind, and spirit. So what energy should I focus on for body? What energy should I focus on for mind? And what energy should I focus on for spirit? Okay, so then I have what energy should I focus on for body? And there's that card that flew out. I don't do reversals, so I'm just leaving it. Okay, so what energy should I focus on for mind? And there's another one that fell out. And then what energy should I focus on for spirit? So I did body, mind, and spirit instead of, well, that's okay. So spirit, what energy should I focus on for spirit? So I'm still thinking the question, what energy should I focus on for spirit? I might need to give it. Okay, sorry about that. Someone knocked at the door and the dog went crazy. So I'm going to give the cards a shuffle again to get this last card, which is for spirit. So energy that I should be focusing on for my spirit. Okay, let's see if we can get a card this time. Yep. There we go. So that one already turned itself over. Okay. So this is for body, and this is for mind, and this is for spirit. So then what we do is she has a list of questions, and let's look those over. It says, interpreting the cards, do 1 3-card reading thoroughly following this format. After that, improvise and use those steps that work best for you. Turn over the top card, which I've turned these over, and the cards that I have picked are body is death, mind is Queen of Pentacles, and spirit is Page of Cups. And then it says, notice your first impressions. What do you see? Okay, so I'm going to put the book up here. So on this card, I see I'm going to move my camera down closer so you guys can really see the cards. Okay, that's good. Okay. Okay, so this card is interesting. You can tell that I haven't drawn this card before, and I have not studied this card, so it has not come up in any of my my studies. So there is a skeleton in a knight's uniform on a white horse that has a red eye there, and it looks like, I have to look a little closer. So yeah, that looks like a person laying there, just covered. They could be napping, they could be injured. There is a crown on the ground right here. Is this person a king or a queen or a prince, princess, and lost their crown? Don't know. There's some water in the background and a ship. There are some trees. This looks like a cliff right over here. There are 2 pillars with the sun rising. This looks like a holy person. And then there are some people down here, um, not looking super pleased. The younger child here doesn't look too despondent, but this woman definitely looks despondent. And the skeleton in the knight's armor is holding a flag with what I think of as a really pretty flower. So that's that card. So this card, I see someone sitting on a throne, a queen. She is holding a disc, and the background is kind of glowing yellow, has some vines there, fruit. They look like fruit vines. Looks like she's sitting in a garden. There's a rabbit right here. There's some water, it looks like, flowing through here with some mountains in the background. She looks a little bit, like she's thinking, meditating. And then the Page of Cups is what looks like a young man, and he is holding just one cup with a fish coming out of it, and he is wearing like a robe, a short robe. Looks like it has flowers, looks like tulips, belted. We have the sea in the background, like he's standing on a deck or a pier or something. And so that is what I see on these cards. And then she asks, what colors? So I see yellow, blue, red, green, and white. What does the number on each card mean to you? So this is a 13. Generally speaking, a 13 is supposed to signify bad luck. I do not actually think that. I don't really think that numbers hold good or bad luck. It's just the number 13. And I don't know that it really has any significance to me. These do not have numbers on them. So it's just this card with the 13. Yeah, I wouldn't say that 13 holds any kind of mystery or anything for me. What human figures or animals did you see? So I already kind of went through that on each card, and with the fish and the rabbit and the horse. I don't see any other animals. What is the environment on each card? This is a very, I'm drawn to this one. This is very peaceful to me. It's garden. It's a garden. It just looks very meditative and calm, and I really like that. This looks like it could be some kind of a highway that Death is traveling on, and he or she has come across this party on the side of the road. And then this is just very industrial to me. There's not a lot going on. Like I said, like he's standing on a pier at the sea. Symbols. So like I said, this is a flower. It looks like a tulip. I'm sure I'm going to miss a bunch of symbols. The cup, chalice, the fish is a symbol. The pentagram, or discs as they're called in tarot, with the five-sided star, or five-pointed star, excuse me. I'm sure there's some significance with the rabbit or the hare right there. The rising sun, that's pretty symbolic to me. The horse's halter here has like skulls and crossbones on it. That's kind of interesting, but not, because supposedly this is death. And of course, you know, death does not literally mean death. It means a definite like change, a change of circumstance for sure. And then it says, can you describe the cards in terms of an emotion? How do you feel when you look at each of them? Apprehensive, expectant, glad, sad, angry. So I already mentioned this one. This one makes me feel very peaceful and calm and happy and content. This one has some action on it. There's a lot going on. If I was there, I would probably be standing back and just kind of observing what is happening. It does make me feel a little bit apprehensive. I don't like this person lying here. I don't know what kind of shape this person is in. I am not, like if I were to call myself a healer, it would be a mental type of healer. Mind, not so much physical body. I don't like blood. I don't like seeing people injured. I don't like fights and all that kind of stuff. So, this one, definitely, I have some apprehension here. This one, I don't know that I have much feeling for this card at all. He looks like maybe he's just being a little goofy and frivolous. I get kind of a not serious vibe from this scene. So that's that. And then she says, when you're looking at your 3-card spread, note which way the figures in the cards face, toward or away from each other, moving in the direction of body or spirit, focusing on the center, etc. So she's definitely looking inward, like down inside of her card, even though her body is kind of facing towards this card over here. This card is traveling from body to mind to spirit. This one's kind of holding the cup out towards, so they're both kind of going towards the middle of what is happening here. So that's interesting. What else? It says, now relate each card to its position meaning. Work with the pictures on the cards as if they were dream images or a story, or create a story by role playing. Become the various persons and things in the card. Dialogue orally or on paper to find out what the images have to say to you and each other. If you don't know the card meaning, look them up. So then she goes on to say, body, the state of your physical body and the environment, habits and automatic responses, how you ground yourself, how you've been manifesting yourself and things you have produced, often the origin or source of the situation, feelings. And then she says, my body card is telling me ... So I'm trying to figure out how to do this. I pretty much know the meaning of this card. These two I do not. I can guess at a little bit, but I will look up the meanings. But I think I'll just go through them one by one. So the state of your physical body and the environment, habits and automatic responses, how you ground yourself, how you've been manifesting yourself and things you have produced. Okay, So I just find this interesting that this is my first um, body, mind, spirit card pull that I've done since before my cancer diagnosis. So I feel like um, this has been me, but I am in the process of changing the script. So I am, I need to, so this is kind of telling me that I need to take action to do things differently from where I was when had was diagnosed with cancer. And so that's pretty easy for me to see. So I need to manage my stress way better than I was before. I wasn't managing it well at all. I would do a lot of things I didn't want to do just because they were expected of me. I didn't verbalize a lot of things because, again, didn't want to hurt people's feelings. Now I have, now I'm very good at just um, looking out for me. So, what is best for me? And as far as stress goes, as far as physical goes, I do need to be moving more. So, I need to um, go back and do like some of my physical therapy exercises that I did after my surgery. So there are things that I know that I need to do because I can find myself or feel myself kind of going back into some whole old habits, especially around my physical body, like moving and being better to myself in that way. So to me, this is telling me, um, yeah, you need to make a change in how you are treating your body, and to remember that I really need to do that. And I think that could be why this card is looking to this card in the center. This is the mind card. So I'm actually going to look that up and see what it says for the Queen of Pentacles. Um, so Queen of Pentacles, kind of the overall, is feminine energy of nurturing and dependability, as well as a strong connection to nature, are held within the Queen of Pentacles. So, so I can see that that would be why this card that I pulled for body is looking to here, um, paying more attention to my um, my feminine energy, my creativity, my nurturing and love. Um, it says it's connected to the element of water, which is interesting because so there's water here, and this cups is all about water. So she says it says she has a healthy relationship with her body and follows her instincts when making decisions. Yep, that's exactly what that's that's it. I don't really need to read anymore because this is exactly what is going on here. So that makes perfect sense to me. I love it. And then let's look at the Page of Cups. It says, Page of Cups, the messenger of love brings good news. Be open to new emotional experiences. So this is the card for spirit, and it says pages are considered to be the messengers in the tarot. The Page of Cups cards youthful energy. So I did say that may represent a child or younger person in your life, or perhaps a message from your own inner child urging you to have more fun. And actually, that makes a lot of sense to me. The young page in this card wears a fancy floral tunic and flowing scarf around his head. Hand on hips, he gives a playful look to the fish that emerges from the cup in his hand. There is an element of flirtation, mystery, and playfulness between these two. The page stands on land as water flows behind him, representing the double elements of earth and water. So, yeah, that makes sense. It says in a general reading, well, there's personal and spiritual reading. So let's read that one since this is for spirit. Get in touch with your inner child by finding playful ways of expressing yourself. Listen to your instincts about any messages or inspirations that flow into your life now. If you choose to begin new creative projects, approach them with the curiosity of your inner child. Learn to find awe in small moments. So good. That's very good. I like this reading. It makes sense to me. I'm going to write all this stuff down in my journal, and let's see what else. There's more in here, but so she does an example reading with 2 sets of 3 different cards. So I'm not going to read those, but if you have the book, I would say go ahead and read those. And then I'm just looking ahead a little bit. Yeah, so the rest of the chapter, or at least the second part of the chapter, I'm going to do next week. I think this is a good place to stop. I think there's plenty for you to do. I plan to do a 3-card spread every day, and then write some notes and graft it and see what comes up. So I hope that you do the same. I hope that you, I see that it went really blurry there. I hope it hasn't been blurry for long. I'm so sorry. Not sure what's going on. Oh well. Hopefully it didn't stay blurry a lot. Okay, well, I'm gonna go. There we go. Hopefully you were able to see these cards and you weren't staring at blurry screen. My apologies if that is the case. I am going to go. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Remember to be good to yourself and be kind to each other. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.